Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for your love and support of the channel. I really do appreciate it. And just a quick reminder that if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you're interested in doing so, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that you'll always be notified when I upload a new reading. So in today's pick a card reading, we're going to be looking at what is next on your spiritual path. And to do this reading, I've laid out 3 piles of cards here. Pile number 1, you're going to be this white and black crystal here. Pile 2, you're going to be this purple amethyst here. And pile 3, you're going to be this green moss agate crystal here. So take a minute and focus on the piles and decide which one you're most drawn to. You can then scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each pile. You can then click on your timestamp and you'll be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get into this reading. Hi, pile 1, so you guys chose the white and black crystal here. And you received blue lace agate. And it says, find calm and peace. Let your voice express your truth. Beautiful energy here. So I'm getting the message from this card, pile 1, that the next steps in your spiritual path is going to be finding this sense of calm here, this serenity, this peace, in whatever way you need to. So for some of you, this could be by resting more, by sleeping more. It could be by meditating and going within. It could be by spending more time with spirit, connecting with your higher power through prayer or meditation. It could be a lot of different things here. I even get the idea of spending time in nature with this card because we do have the trees and the flowers here. So maybe just going outside and spending time in nature can bring you that calm and peace. But I feel like this is next on your spiritual path, is just finding that peace within you. And I also get the message with this card that you're also going to be using your voice more, expressing your truth, maybe letting people know your feelings, your thoughts on things, and really expressing your truth here. So beautiful. You also have the diviner here. And it says divine timing evaluation. Wow. So I'm feeling with this card here that one of the things you're going to be doing next on your spiritual path is believing in divine timing and knowing that the divine is working with you and everything is happening as it should and when it should, in divine timing. And you're really going to be trusting in that sense of divine timing here and believing in it and knowing that it's for your highest good, pile 1. And I also feel like with the diviner energy here, some of you might be working on your divination abilities, your ability to see things that others can't see, to work on that sense of intuition and prophecy and just honing your divination abilities here through whatever method you use, whether that's tarot cards, whether that's crystals, whether that's meditation, however that resonates for you here. So really interesting. You also have ground here. So I feel like another part of your spiritual path here is going to involve you really grounding your energies here. Really working on your root chakra and grounding yourself. So for some of you, you could be, doing some deep breathing exercises. You may be spending time in nature in order to ground yourself. You could be doing some Reiki or yoga. There's a lot of different ways to really ground yourself, but I feel like that's an important part of your spiritual path here, is just really grounding yourself so that you can get in touch with your intuition and you can work on these divination abilities that you have, pile one. And also this is going to help you with finding that common peace that we were talking about earlier. Really grounding yourself and finding that peace within you. So beautiful. You also have the Jasmine card here, and it says attracts desire and spiritual love. Wow, beautiful. So yeah, I feel like another part of your spiritual path here coming up is a focus on spiritual love. So this could be you focusing on your relationship with your higher power, with your relationship with your spirit guides. This could be you focusing on your relationship with a partner, another person. Excuse me. Or this could be you focusing on self-love, loving yourself more. So it could resonate in a lot of different ways here, but I really feel like you are going to be attracting this desire here, and you're going to be focusing more on this higher spiritual love here. So really beautiful. You also have Fierce Guardian here, and it says elemental power, destruction and renewal, connection to fire and sky, primal energy, and the keyword is hidden treasures. Wow. So I do feel like you have a guardian here in the spirit world, whether this is your guardian angel, or it could be a dragon spirit or energy that's working with you here. It could be one of your guides, but you have somebody here who is really a fierce guardian for you, pile one. And I also feel like with this energy, there's a lot of rebirth energy here. So some of you could be going through like a spiritual rebirth here next on your path, really reinventing yourself and becoming a whole new version of yourself. And I feel like it's a higher version of yourself. You could have recently, changed timelines here, and now you're on a higher level, I feel like, spiritually. Your vibration may be rising, increasing. But yeah, there's just this rebirth energy here that I get with this card. So beautiful, pile one. So I want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy here. So you have the moon energy here. Interesting, because the moon really does talk about our intuition and getting in touch with our gifts, with our abilities. So that makes sense that you got that card here, because you also have the diviner energy here. But the moon can also be about, peace and stillness. So I feel like next on your spiritual path, you're going to be getting in touch with your intuition here, really working on your gifts, and also working on finding that peace within that we talked about before. And you might even be spending time with the moon here, maybe just going outside at night and spending time with the moon, connecting with that lunar energy. And that may help you with your gifts here, and also with grounding yourself, I feel like. So very interesting. You also have the Two of Cups here. Beautiful, because the Two of Cups is that spiritual love that we were talking about before. So for a lot of you, I feel like, you may be spending time with a partner here or working on your relationship with someone. This could be a spouse, a lover, a friend even, but really working on your bond with someone here. And I feel like it is a very spiritual love. But this can also be you connecting with your higher power, like I said before, or maybe even with this fierce guardian here, this spirit guide or angel who is working with you here and watching over you. So it could represent, a lot of different things here, but I definitely see spiritual love here for you. You also have the Queen of Cups energy. Beautiful, because the Queen of Cups is someone who is very emotionally balanced and also very spiritual, very in touch with her gifts, her psychic gifts, her intuition. So I feel like this card is really going to represent you here on your spiritual path. And I feel like you're going to be in this state of calm and peace here and in this very balanced energy. And I feel like also love is going to be, very important for you here in your spiritual path, because the Queen of Cups is a very loving, emotional energy. She gives, she wears her heart on her sleeve, and she's very spiritual in terms of love. So I really see that being part of your spiritual path here coming up. You also have the Ten of Cups energy here. And that's also a beautiful energy because it's about happiness and fulfillment and feeling very good within our relationships, our family life, our foundation. So I do feel like you're going to be spending time with others here on your spiritual path and really enjoying them and enjoying spending time with your spouse or your family or your friends here. And I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of joy on your spiritual path here, a lot of happiness and maybe even celebration. So beautiful. So I just want to get one last message here for you guys to wrap up your reading. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 1, please? Final message or guidance, please. Okay, so you have number 143 here. These are angel cards. And the keyword is preparation. And it says, life is filled with phases. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace. Financial and creative changes are upon you. And the affirmation says, my dreams and desires are coming to fruition, bringing change that I welcome with an open heart and mind. Beautiful. So Spirit is talking here about being prepared for change. And it's interesting that you got that because we did see the rebirth card here, which is all about change. So I feel like Spirit really wants you to prepare yourself for changes coming up in your spiritual path here and within your life. And this card talks about peace again, which we talked about before, finding that sense of calmness, that sense of peace, and allowing that to help you with these changes. So really interesting, pile 1. So I feel like that's all I have for you guys today, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile 2. So you guys chose the purple amethyst here. And you received Iolite here. And it says, navigate your inner journey. Find your true north. Beautiful energy here. So I'm getting the message from this card here, pile 2, that what's coming up next on your spiritual path is you finding your true north here, your true purpose for coming to this earth, and maybe even finding your divine calling here, what you were meant to do, what you came here to achieve. But really, I feel like finding yourself is what this card is talking about. And it's finding yourself on the inside, going through that inner journey to really discover yourself and really find out what makes you tick, what you like to do, what makes you happy, what brings you peace. So really doing that inner journey here is what this card talks about. And I feel like you're really going to be finding yourself on this next stage of your spiritual path. So really beautiful. You also have the painter here, and it says productivity, creation. Interesting. So for some of you on your spiritual path, I feel like you're really going to be feeling productive. And this could be in whatever your calling is here. Maybe for some of you, it's something creative. Maybe you're being called to create some kind of art or design something, or maybe you have a creative job or hobby here. But this card talks all about creativity and production. So I feel like, this next part of your spiritual path, you may be spending time working on your creative gifts or abilities and really honing those. And I feel like it's going to bring you that sense of peace and that sense of oneness with yourself, really feeling like you're getting to know yourself and finding your true north. And like I said, for some of you, your true north could be some sort of creative project or goal here. So really beautiful. You also have safe space here, and it says sanctuary of magic, seeking solitude, shield against the world, being protected, source of strength. Wow. So for a lot of you here, I feel like what's next on your spiritual path is you finding this safe space. This could be a room in your home. It could be maybe a place outside. It could be a park. It could be the ocean. It could be a lot of different things here. But I feel like you're going to be finding this sanctuary here, this place where you can just go and be yourself and really do that inner work here, that inner journey. And I feel like you're going to be seeking this solitude here, seeking this time to go within. And you're going to feel very protected in this space. You're going to feel very connected to spirit, I feel like, and connected with your magic, with your talents and your abilities here. And I feel like it is going to be a source of strength for you. It's going to be a place where you can go when you really need to connect with yourself and find that true north here. So really beautiful. You also have the Myrrh card here, and it says soothes, comforts, and brings transcendence. Yeah, so again, you're getting this this idea here of finding that peace and finding yourself here. And I feel like all of these things are going to be helping you here to do that. And, you may want to keep myrrh around you because it is a very soothing element. But I feel like you are going to be finding this comfort here. And maybe within this safe space, you're going to be finding that comfort and that ability to just be, and really find yourself here. And for some of you, you may want to spend time in nature because we do have trees on this card here. And trees can be very soothing, very comforting. So that's something you may be doing as well, is spending time in nature here. So I love that for you guys. You also have courage here. Beautiful energy. So I feel like next on your spiritual path, pile 2, you are going to be finding this courage here, finding this ability to push through your fears and really do what you want to do. Really get over any blocks or obstacles to doing what you want here, and finding that sense of courage within you, that strength and that ability to just push through. So I really do see you finding that here. And, you know, I feel like it's going to make you feel very free and very happy, pile 2, because we do have this person standing on the top of this mountain here, you know, as if they've just climbed this huge mountain. So I do feel like you're going to be feeling very good about yourself, pile 2, and very proud of yourself for pushing through your fears and finding that courage. So I love that for you guys. So I want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy here. So you have the World card here. Beautiful, because the World card is about success, and it's about completion, and it's about really finding that true north. So I do see you guys being in a really good place here in your spiritual path. And I see you finding this sense of success here, and, you know, really finding like you found your calling and being really good at it, whatever that may be. And just feeling this sense of accomplishment here, and feeling this sense of courage, and, you know, feeling just in a good place, pile 2. So love that. You also have the Page of Wands here. And the Page of Wands is someone who goes after what they want, who follows their true north, who goes after their calling. So again, I see you doing that here next on your spiritual path, pile 2. I see you following that path here and finding that true north. You know, I feel like the star at the end of this path here represents your true north, represents who you are and what your soul desires and what you came here to do. And I see you starting out on that path here to find that true north. So really beautiful. You also have the star here. And the star is all about hope and faith. And it's all also about reaching our dreams, you know, feeling inspired, feeling, you know, maybe even creatively inspired for some of you, because we did have the creativity card here. So some of you could feel inspired to create something here, or to maybe be in the spotlight in some way, you know, be a star or have that star energy here. But I do see a lot of hope and faith here with this card, and a lot of courage. So I love that. You also have the King of Swords card here. And the King of Swords represents, I feel like, this courage here, because the King of Swords is someone who's very courageous. You know, he's someone who fights for what he wants and what he believes in. And I see you doing that here. I see you really finding your true north and following it, and not letting your fears stop you, pile 2, but really pushing through those fears and having that courage to go after what you want here. And I feel like it's going to be a really beautiful process for you. So love that. So I just want to get one final message for you guys here from these Angel Whisper cards. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 2, please? Final message or guidance, please. Okay, so you have angel number 1, 2, 3, 4 with persistence. And it says, keep going. You have completed a task that is in alignment with your soul's journey. The divine is letting you know that it sees you and that all of your persistence is paying off. You are being acknowledged. And the affirmation says, I take steps to stay in alignment with my soul's journey, and I reap the rewards of my persistence. Wow, that is interesting, pile two, because I feel like this card goes really well with this courage card here. I feel like you guys are going to be very persistent in achieving whatever your true north is here, whatever this goal or dream is that's part of your soul's journey. I feel like you're going to be very persistent and very courageous in achieving that. And it's going to pay off for you, pile two, because Spirit is talking about you being acknowledged here and you being rewarded for your persistence in whatever this passion or goal is here. And I feel like it's going to be a really beautiful thing for you. And you know, this number may even be important for you. You know, you may start seeing it. But yeah, I just see you just being this courageous and persistent person here on your spiritual path in the future. And I feel like it's going to be beautiful for you guys. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile two. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile three. So you guys chose the green moss agate here. And you received the golden calcite card. And it says, embrace confidence and optimism. Let your light shine. Beautiful. So I feel like something coming up on your spiritual path here, pile three, is you finding this confidence in yourself and you feeling in this very positive mindset, feeling very optimistic about your future and about yourself here, and finding the confidence within you to go after your goals and dreams and to achieve whatever you desire to achieve. And really letting your light shine, really letting that inner light, that spirituality inside you to shine. And I love that for you guys because I feel like it's going to bring you just this beautiful sense of empowerment and confidence here. So love that. You also have the wisdom card here. So I feel like another part of your spiritual path coming up here, pile three, is you gaining a lot of wisdom here and being this wise person, maybe even a spiritual guide or master here, because we do have the owl energy here, who is the wisest creature in the animal kingdom. So I feel like a lot of you here are already very wise people. You may be an old soul who has wisdom from past lifetimes. But I just get this energy of like a sage or just a very wise guide here. So I feel like what's coming up next on your spiritual path is you maybe teaching others or guiding others with your spiritual knowledge and abilities here. So really beautiful. You also have the Spearmint card here, and it says revitalizes and refreshes the spirit. Interesting. So I feel like what's coming up next on your spiritual path may involve you sort of renewing yourself here, pile three, doing things to refresh your spirit. So that could be maybe cleansing your energy, cleansing your body, cleansing your space in some way, you know, using sage or Palo Santo. It could be you eating, you know, a cleaner diet. It could be you exercising more. Whatever it is here that sort of refreshes your spirit, I feel like you're going to be doing that next on your spiritual path. And I feel like it's going to be very helpful. chew spearmint gum, or, something like that, where you're using spearmint to help refresh your spirit. But yeah, I see it just being a very renewing time for you here. Renewing your spirit, revitalizing your energy here. So love that for you guys. You also have sacred essence here, and it says, nurture your soul, reveal deeper emotions, take a moment of mystic pause. And the keyword says divining answers. Interesting. So yeah, I get this energy here of you really nurturing yourself, pile 3, on your spiritual path here. For some of you, you could be drinking tea to help sort of soothe your soul. You could be, like I mentioned before, resting more, maybe doing some exercise. Whatever sort of nurtures your soul here, I feel like you're going to be doing. And I feel like this is going to help you in terms of maybe letting out some of your deeper emotions, maybe helping you get in touch with your deeper emotions. It also may help you with divining answers here, working on your spiritual gifts, your abilities, getting in touch with your intuition, your third eye, all of those things here. But yeah, there's just this beautiful, soothing sort of going within energy I get here from this card. So love that for you guys. You also have the Captain here, and it says taking command, teamwork. Interesting. So I do feel like what's coming next on your spiritual path, pile 3, is you being some sort of leader here, some sort of captain. And like I said before with this wisdom card, I get the energy of you being like a spiritual teacher or guide to others, because I feel like you do have this sense of wisdom here, a lot of knowledge, and you may be taking command and sort of leading others or helping others here in some way. And we also have these lights here, which remind me of the Hermit card, which is about spiritual knowledge, and it's about going within. So I feel like you are this very spiritual person who is able to help and guide others, pile 3. And I feel like you're really going to be stepping into that leadership position here next on your spiritual path and really taking command. So I love that for you guys. So I want to get some tarot now to clarify this energy here. So you have the 3 of Cups. Beautiful. Because the 3 of Cups is about happiness. It's about that optimism that we talked about before. So I feel like you're going to be in this very positive mindset here next on your spiritual path. And you may even be celebrating with others or helping others in some way. But yeah, you're going to be feeling really good, I feel like, and really refreshed here with the 3 of Cups. So love that. You also have the Knight of Cups energy here. And that's beautiful as well, because the Knight of Cups is someone who shares their love and shares their knowledge with others, and someone who is very in touch with their emotions. So I feel like that's going to be part of your spiritual path here, is really getting in touch with your emotions and really wearing your heart on your sleeve here, letting others know how much you love and care for them, and really giving that love to yourself as well. So love that for you guys. You also have the 2 of Pentacles here. And that talks about balancing things and really mastering our energies. So I do feel like you're going to be in this beautiful state of balance here in the future. And you're going to be finding this balance. And I feel like it's finding the balance within here, finding your confidence, finding your optimism, and finding, how you really feel deep inside, what those deeper emotions are, and really balancing those emotions. So I love that. You also have the 10 of Swords here. And that's an interesting energy because the 10 of Swords it's a difficult energy. It's when we feel disappointed or even hurt. We feel sort of tired and worn down. So I feel like for some of you, you may have been through some difficult times lately or some challenges, but I feel like you're really going to be finding that optimism again, finding that ability to push through and finding that sense of optimism, that sense of hope for the future. And you're really going to be working through any challenges or difficulties that you've had here and really coming out on top, pile 3. So love that for you guys. So I just want to get one final message here from Spirit, from these Angel Whisper cards. So Spirit, can we get a final message or guidance for pile 3, please? Final message or guidance. Okay, so you have angel number 777 with alignment. And the angel whisper says, your progress is recognized and alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and feel source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. And the affirmation says, I blossom and bloom as I use my gifts. All things simply align as I feel the feeling of the divine. Beautiful. Wow. So yeah, I feel like what's coming next on your spiritual path, pile 3, is you really coming into alignment here with your gifts and with your goals and with your purpose on this earth, pile 3. And I feel like Spirit is really working with you here. And they're reminding you to keep going, pile 3, and to feel source working through you. So I love that. So that is all I have for you guys today, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I hope it was helpful. If it was, please let me know down below. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time. Bye.